That's my shit, that's my wave. Do it like that, then I repay. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my way.
Hi YouTube, it's Yannah.T. I am back with another video. I have been consistent, so I'm proud of myself for that. Gotta tap myself on the back. That's my shoulder, but ain't nobody finna reach over that far. My back, I gotta unbig my back because of this baby. Really quickly, I just want to address this baby. First of all, this pregnancy has went so fast that, baby, I can't even put two and two together, okay? For photos, baby showers, anything related to like celebration almost. One day I was laying in the bed and I was still asleep. Was Dad here? Was his dad here? Yes, it was the weekend. His dad was here. He was off work. And I think it was like Saturday. And you guys, my kids were up. They were like, "Mom, wake up. I want some breakfast. I need some breakfast." And so I got up, made their breakfast, and did everything they needed me to do. Because when my kids wake me up, I just try to get everything done. Or I tell them to leave me alone and go ask their dad. But I try to get everything done normally. So I can get back in the bed. And so their dad don't have to wake up. Because once he's up, he's not laying in bed. He's like moving around the house. And I'm a cuddle bug and I like to be under him. But he's not really a cuddle bug. So only at certain points. But this ain't about him. So we sleeping in the bed. I got up. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I'm so tired. We slept in for like a few hours. We didn't really sleep all day, but it felt like all day to me because I was so drained. And y'all, tell me why. Let me fix this camera because I feel like it's not getting me for real. Can y'all see me? Okay, so tell me why my kids start running around. They running around in our room. It's two other rooms and they run around in my bedroom where I have to sleep. Kids. So I'm like, okay, they want me to get up because I'm just tired of telling, like I want to lay down. So I'm tired of telling them to go and sit down somewhere and watch some TV or something. And I'm telling the oldest brother to grab juice boxes for everybody so they can chill out and watch TV until I get up. However, I have a busy 3-year-old. He's been that way since he's been 2. Terrible 2s, terrible 3s, terrible everything, okay? Oh my gosh. Terrible everything, y'all. And when I say he's a lot of work, he is a lot of work. But he's such a sweetheart and he's the cutest little chocolate boy ever. Like I just adore him. He came out chocolate. It was just so different for us because his dad is not chocolate. Like we chocolate, we got melanin in us, but his skin color compared to ours is off. But that's our child, and we did DNA test, y'all, so don't do too much. He just came out chocolate, and my dad is chocolate, so maybe that could have been why. But anyways, we land in the bed, and Braylon goes into my storage cabinet, because I keep like a lot of stuff, like stuff that I don't even need, like women product. Even if I don't need it at that moment, I still buy it just so that I can have it if I need it. So he went into my storage stash and opened the boxes of my pregnancy tests. And yes, I keep those just in case, just never know. I can bear children, so I like to have a stash, like I said, everything. And he grabbed them and he took one out the box and he threw it. Then I'm like, what the heck? Then I just ignored it because I was so drained, y'all. I was so tired. I'm like, I'm not finna get up just because he playing with it. But I don't care about that box. I'm gonna fix it in the morning. I'm gonna fix it when I wake up. And so next thing you know, he opened another box, throw the box at me, and it hit my head. And then he threw the pregnancy test at me again. Another pregnancy test. Just opening up all my personal stuff and throwing it at me. And I'm like, I get up and look at him like, Braylon, and I yell so he can get scared, so he can get out of my stash. And he's like, he look at me, and then he take off running. And I'm like, this little boy, somebody come get him for yeah. By that time, I'm like, this little boy just threw a pregnancy test at me. I'm getting up. I'm just done. He went and ripped up all my stuff, and I'm mad because daddy wrapped up in a blanket in a comfortable position in the bed, and I can't even do the same because these kids are just doing the most. So I get up, I go to the bathroom with the pregnancy tests that I had. I had to pee anyway, so I'm like, oh, well, let me take them because he already opened them and took them out the box. And so I wasn't thinking about nothing. I just woke up and I didn't want my pregnancy test to go to waste. I just took pregnancy test a week before that, and it said I wasn't pregnant. And I took a pregnancy test the day before that, and it said I wasn't pregnant. So I'm knowing like I'm not pregnant, but I'm gonna take these tests and basically I'm gonna take these tests and put them in the garbage. Like I can use them because they opened already, and I don't have any open stuff. When I buy a stash, I don't like, all my stuff is closed until I need it. He opened them, so I just used them, and I didn't think nothing about it. I'm thinking they was gonna come back negative too. Cool beans, you know. We not planning a baby. We not expecting a baby. We not even thinking about a baby. We are thinking about success, and that's what the page me and her dad was on. They dad was on. All of them got the same dad, y'all. They dad was on. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go into the kitchen. And you guys, after I take the test, I go into the kitchen. I leave the test on the counter thinking nothing of it. Oh yeah, nothing's gonna come back positive because something just came back negative yesterday. Yesterday I was not pregnant, and it said I wasn't, so I'm not tripping on nothing. And I'm making the kids breakfast, get them their breakfast. They in my living room. Our kitchen and our living room is sort of connected. I give them their breakfast. They come in here and watch TV, and I go back to the bathroom remembering that, oh yeah, I did a test. I need to go check the results. Because, I mean, that's what you do when you do a test. You need to know the results. So I went in the bathroom and tell me, I picked up this damn stick. I picked up this stick, y'all, and tell me why. Tell me why it was a dark line and like a line getting darker. It wasn't done fully done, but it was almost done. And I'm like, I know I ain't seeing another line. And then, cause it was one of those cheap ones from Dollar Tree, like a pink cheap one. He opened the cheap ones up. I'm thankful that he opened the cheap ones up. So I'm like, it got another line. So I closed the door and I got scared immediately, right? Because dad finna wake up because everybody else is woke. I'm making noise in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and I don't want to get caught doing this test, and we ain't trying to plan for a kid, right? So I do the test, and immediately I see the extra line and whatever. It's not as light as it's not as dark as it would be if I was like to take it now, but it was dark, and I can see the two lines. It was clear as day, 2 lines. But I denied it. I'm like, no, this is not it. This ain't real. You know, I am not pregnant. We not pregnant. I just took a test and it was negative yesterday. So y'all, when I took that test and it showed 2 lines, I started calling on Jesus himself. I said, Jesus, I know this is a joke. I know this is a joke. Okay? This can't be right. This ain't right. And so I'm sitting here with a gut feeling like, oh Lord, I feel sick. I don't feel good no more. Because I'm sitting here overthinking the situation. I can't do no more kids. These kids stress me. I'm trying to get away from them. Just thinking about what if this happened? Oh, I just had a baby 3 years ago. What if this happened? Like stuff popping up in my head, and I'm just through the roof. Like my stress levels were through the roof when I seen that test. But I really do have a supportive partner, so that did help. Like I don't have to really worry for nothing because he always got my back. And so I'm like, bro, we can't do 4 kids. And I'm like, this gotta be a fake test. And so I try to go get back in the bed. I don't know why I did that. Once I got the kids settled and came back and seen those test results, I tried to go get back in the bed and lay back down because I wish it was a dream, y'all. At that moment, let me go back. At that moment, I wish it was a dream, y'all. I was not trying to make no 4th kid. I'm sitting here thinking about moving out of town, starting all over, all type of good stuff. And yeah, dude, it was just like not real to me. It didn't click in my head. So I'm like, you know what? I can't go back to sleep. I'm over here trying to get back in the bed thinking it's a dream, but it's not really a dream because I just took this test and I know damn well I'm woke because my kids messed my house up and I was angry about it. I can't be having a dream about that. So I'm just sitting there like, And so I get back up. I'm like, babe, I'm about to go to the store. He get out the bed or whatever, do whatever he got to do in the morning time, his natural routines. And I get out the bed. We start to straighten up the house, clean up the house because that's what we do. And he start looking for some food and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, babe, I'm finna go run to the store real quick. He was like, what you need from the store? Because he just be all in my business, y'all. And I'm like, I lied and said something. I'm like, something, but I lied and added some extra stuff. And then I'm like, should I tell him? Should I just tell him? In my head, I'm debating. As I look at this man while he cooking his breakfast and everything, I'm debating on like, should I tell him right now or should I just wait and see if it's real? Because what if it's not real and then I tell him this? No. And so I'm debating with myself, like real life talking to myself. And then I finally decide, like, okay, what is you so scared for, Yannah? This is your lifelong partner. You've been with this man for so many years to be scared to tell him that you're pregnant. What's different from the other pregnancies that you do? Because I told him right away for all the other ones, but this one was a little way unexpected. Like what it was not supposed to really be a thing. But I'm like, oh man, I gotta tell him, because if I don't tell him and then I tell him late, he gonna be mad if he find out that I knew already for like months. And I said, man, I'm just gonna hide it. I don't know why I thought I was gonna hide my pregnancy from my man, because this man is like, y'all, he's not like your average boyfriend where he just do the simple. This man does everything. He's already built to be a husband. When I met him, I'm lucky to have him, for real. And he get on my nerves too, don't get me wrong, but he got my heart, for real. And so y'all, I'm like, this man, and I tell him all my business because he's my best friend. Like, there's nobody else in this world that I would rather do this with. Nobody that I even would trust to do this with. But I'm like, man, y'all, I don't want to tell this man. I kept looking at him he was like, babe, why did you keep staring at me? Cause I was giving him the look of like desperation. Like I really wanted to tell this man. I really wanted to tell this man that I am pregnant again. And I think I'm pregnant again because of the test gave me another line. So I just said, babe, I gotta tell you something. And then he looked at me. He said, okay. And that's my baby. I love him with all my heart. He said, okay, but I got scared. I'm like, oh, snaps. Oh, snaps. I think he know what I'm about to tell him. And the way he looked at me made me a little scared even more. And I'm shaking on the inside. I'm talking about I'm shaking. Y'all, I needed help to tell him that. But I just let it out. I said, I think I'm pregnant.